sports, it's me, Premier Sports, it's me. Game day, I'm the voice in your ear all night. Breaking down, why that star just froze on the dry. Underdog, top dogs, I call it highlight. If I stamp that team, everybody ignite. Yeah, scoreboard glow, I'm ahead of the line. News hit live, I reported in real time. From the whistle to the win to the OT. Ask who called it, they gon' say it's me. Premier Sport, it's me. Dropping.
Welcome. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Thank you all for blessing Premier Sports Talk, because without your support, there is no Premier Sports Talk. So I just want to tell you all, thank you. You know, the NFL season is greatly approaching us. The NFL season is definitely approaching us. OTAs for every team that has a new NFL coach starts April the 6th. That's right, April the 6th. And the NFL OTA start. For all those NFL teams without a new coach, their OTAs start on the 23rd of September. And I just had to come in here and speak on Grown, the Chosen, the franchise, the young man, Shedeur Sanders. You know, the best thing that could have ever happened to the Cleveland Browns is for them to have a young man as talented as Shedeur Sanders. Some may disagree and some may agree with my statement there, but I'm always going to be 10 toes down, not only for Shedeur Sanders, but the entire Shedeur Sanders family. What's crazy is, and I just don't understand it, is that everybody, I can't say everybody, because us that support Shedeur Sanders, they want to call us, use the cult word, they want to call us Shedeurians. How about just calling us loyal fans? And you all who longtime Cleveland Browns supporter fans, nothing but much respect to y'all. We didn't come here wanting to hate on the Cleveland Browns or their fans. We're here to support Shedeur Sanders. But what we noticed from afar, you know, they call us the CU, they call the women the CU aunties, the men the CU uncles, the Shedeurians, all the above. But we can see with our own two eyes is when something just ain't right. People keep doubting Shedeur Sanders, but what if I tell you that y'all keep missing the biggest picture, the bigger picture? What if I tell you that? Y'all are missing the biggest picture. I know for generations and generations and generations, I just named 3 generations, so that's 30 years back. Y'all have been dealing with not having a successful NFL team, having your team stolen away from your city, pack up and move, that are now the original Browns are actually the Baltimore Ravens. And that would be the terrible thing to have to go through. But just like within the Word of God, there were some people that wandered in the wilderness for years and years and years because they did not appreciate what the Most High provided them. And I'm here to say, for all those who support Shedeur and for all those who don't support Shedeur, there's one clear message. You're either going to be for or you're going to be against. And whenever we don't appreciate what we have in life, you can agree or disagree with me, it's taken from us. I began supporting Shedeur Sanders when his father, Deion Sanders, became the coach of a HBCU, Jackson State, down in Mississippi. I followed him there, and I followed him when he went to the University of Colorado. It touched my heart in the wrong way where I was hurt. And I was hurt, but I was admiring the Sanders family all at the same time. And you might be saying, how was I hurt and how was I admiring the Sanders family all at the same time? Because I witnessed with my own eyes, just like many of us did. We typically don't tap into the NFL draft after the first round. But we stayed there because we wanted to see the young man who we've been supporting, Shedeur Sanders. We stayed tapped in the first day, the second day, the third day, until he became pick 144 in the NFL draft. And if you look up the significant spiritual meaning of the number 144, I'm asking you to do that because you will be amazed. Because I'm going to say out of my mouth that Shedeur Sanders, whether you want to believe me or not, was chosen for the land. And with me, like many other of us who support Shedeur Sanders and supporting Shedeur Sanders, there's a new generation, a new mindset, a new culture that doesn't know the spirit of defeat, that's bringing hope, that believes despite it all, if Shedeur Sanders has the ball in his hand, when you may give up, when you may tap out, that he's going to be victorious. And why do we say that? Because we believe. We believe that he's covered by the Most High. We believe that he's chosen. We believe that he can truly elevate those around him. God is so good all the time. I'm here to say that Shedeur Sanders is not just hype. He's bringing something real to Cleveland. And it's right before our eyes if we don't refuse what's being revealed in front of us. The young man does have elite accuracy, even though people want to slander his name. The young man does have a level of confidence that many want to say that he's too arrogant. The young man shows traits of truly what it takes to be a successful NFL quarterback. You see, Shedeur Sanders was put through the forge of fire. And I'm here to say that the Most High never gives us what he has for us, doesn't bless us until we are forged, we are refined, and have the strength to endure the path that our footsteps must take. You see, Shedeur Sanders told us that even though he went through his trials last year, it taught him a lot, and he grew in his faith. But the criticism still keeps coming. Slander still gets spewed out into the atmosphere. He even said on the podium after a game is that the media needs to stop speaking negativity, but speak life. Get out of the losing mindset. You see, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that's what the Cleveland Browns was doing before the arrival of Shedeur Sanders. 42 quarterbacks. Crazy. They want to have a microwave quarterback to be the miracle child. Every king doesn't become a king and be a strong leader instantly. They got to have trials. They have to have tribulations in order to strengthen them and have intestinal fortitude. People want to say he's overrated in the local media. People want to say, I'm not even going to spit out no particular names. People want to say he ain't ready. People want to say he won't translate to a top-tier NFL quarterback. But let's be honest. Cleveland media. Y'all seen this story over and over and over again. And even now, there are those that still doubt. I ain't going to say those. There are many that still doubt that Shedeur Sanders is the one. Those that are destined for greatness will always be hated against. There's a cliche saying, if people don't hate you, you're not doing something right. Well, I'm here to tell you, all this young man knows is success. And he holds out, he holds up, and he holds on. Because what he endured last year would have broke the average man, would have broke any man who didn't have faith. What separates Shedeur Sanders? His confidence, his swagger, his poise, his leadership, his swagger, his infectious smile despite all, and his strong sense of faith. And even when he was casted to the side last year, he never gave up. He didn't throw in the towel. He didn't say, just let me go somewhere else. And what's even more crazy is Shedeur Sanders asked to come. He chose the Cleveland Browns. He chose the Cleveland Browns. The Baltimore Ravens wanted to draft him. The Philadelphia Eagles wanted to draft him. And that's already came out on social media. And that is a fact. We heard the new coach of the Cleveland Browns say out loud when he first met Shedeur Sanders in his office up there in Cleveland, I tried to draft your ass. The story already broke out that the Philadelphia Eagles wanted to take him also. But Shedeur Sanders asked for them not to draft him. And a lot of people, he caught a lot of slack for that because he wanted a chance to be a starting NFL quarterback. And that's where the cliche saying goes, we got to be careful what we ask for. So that's enough of me running my mouth right now. I'm going to tap into some hot takes on Shedeur Sanders. After the season ended last year, one of the sports analysts up there, this is the grade they gave Shedeur Sanders. I like this particular, he used to be a coach, Lance Risling. He speaks up there on YouTube and on the radio station, 92.3 The Fan. And this is the grade that he gave Shedeur Sanders. And he's straight up, he's down the line. He's not a flip-flopper. He says Sanders' score tells you exactly where he is right now. He has the tools. He has strong leadership and a clear upside, but he's still developing. He's being honest. Yes, he's still developing. He was a rookie quarterback. They say it typically takes 2 to 3 years before you can see what an actual quarterback's going to how they're going to develop. I even heard my own black and yellow, soon-to-be Hall of Famer quarterback Ben Roethlisberger say that very same thing. Is that typically it takes 2 to 3 years to give a true evaluation of a quarterback. He said he improved his footwork, his processing, pocket movement as the season went on. His teammates responded to his energy. And the offense played with more confidence when he was on the field. He pushed the ball down range and he commanded the huddle. That is a true assessment of Shedeur Sanders. To me, I'm going to say he did great for what he endured last year. Yes, I use the word great because never being able to practice with the first string or the second team until he actually got thrown into a game where Dylan Gabriel had a concussion and Shedeur Sanders got thrown into the game right after halftime. He was running around back there like a chicken with his head cut off. But when that game kept going on, you started seeing a real NFL quarterback. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to talk trash against anybody. I'm just revealing some truth. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk, and the only thing I would ask of you, if you could just hit the like button, drop your comments down in the chat, good, bad, or indifferent. I will respond to them, I promise you. And subscribe to the channel. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, like my man G. Bush would say, Mr. Garrett Bush. I love when he say that. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I love it. You see, there are those that give real, true assessment of Shedeur Sanders. But like I said, if someone supposedly ain't speaking against us, we ain't doing something right. What do y'all think? Let me know who your NFL team is. Let me know if you're a Shedeur Sanders supporter or if you're not. Let me know. Drop it in the comments. That's all I ask. I use that word, Shedeur Sanders. I love this caption of this picture, this silhouette. You see, in the darkness, when we hold out, hold up, and hold on, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. There will be trials. There will be tribulations. But when we keep the faith, the Most High will always, always see us through. Do you believe what I'm saying to you? Yeah. You see this background behind me? Reason why you see the Atlanta Falcons, because there are many subscribers that bless the channel and subscribe to my channel. So everybody that's Atlanta Falcons fan, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania before I went to college and then went off into the military and retired. And I reside down here in Atlanta now. But you will also see the dog pound, because I support Shedeur Sanders. You will see the dog pound. You will see my wrist up. Yes, I can be homegrown, born and raised Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Bleed black and yellow, but will always, always support my favorite players. How y'all feel about that? So today is Saturday when I'm dropping this recording. So let's listen. We got people still want to speak against Shedeur, but there's also those that believe in Shedeur. So let's listen here.
to come through. Shedeur, I want you to remember this, and I'm going to get this to him personally. There are people in the media saying the Browns quarterback room sucks. I want you to know that. I want you to embrace that, and I want you to use that. Outside of me, your dad, and Mel Kiper, we're the only ones right now in your corner, and you're going to show them, kid. You're going to show them. We're all going to have the last laugh.
That's Tony Rizzo, ESPN sports analyst. You can tap into him on YouTube. From 8 to 9, it's called The Tony Rizzo Show. And then he's on from 9 to 12 on The Really Big Show. That's how I normally get my semi-positive Shedeur Sanders content up there. There's other sports radio host content up there, but I don't even want to give them any props on this live airing. Tony Rizzo's 10 toes down for Shedeur. Matter of fact, ESPN Cleveland, period, is normally 10 toes down. So there's a lot of, it's right, we're getting really close to the NFL draft, and, you know, there's people that's in the draft that get put down, you know, high ratings, and they knock them down, and then they have those that have low ratings, rankings for the NFL draft, and they hype them up. And, you know, up there in Cleveland in the media, the local media, has been anybody but Shedeur. You know, anytime there was a vet quarterback, they was like, let's take him, let's take that one, let's take this one. Kyler Murray didn't end up in Cleveland. Tua didn't end up in Cleveland. They didn't bring Joe Flacco back. They didn't bring Kirk Cousins back. None of the above. The biggest push, they was all, you know, boo-hooing because they didn't get Malik Willis. The Red Sea has been parted. And when the Most High makes a way, no man can shut what the Most High has opened for us. But the latest talk is about possibly Ty Simpson, who only had played quarterback for the University of Alabama, that only played in 15 games. And there's a lot of people, like I said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different outcome. Let's listen to this.
Simpson at 24 in the first round. Does that show that the people in the building
the organization.
and Todd Monken don't think that Shedeur's the dude?
Exactly, because here's the thing. You want all oars rowing in the same direction when it comes to your quarterback. Now, right now, there's some oars on the side of Deshaun Watson. There may be a couple on the side of Dylan Gabriel, and there's certainly some that's saying, you know what, let's give Shedeur a chance. But if you bring in Simpson, all of a sudden, those oars get painted in Alabama crimson colors and brown orange. That's what happens. He becomes the guy. He becomes the focal point. But to answer your question, E, yeah, it says that. If it says, once again, this is an organizational decision. Now, when I say organizational, from the owner on down to whoever else has part in decision-making on who's going to be that guy.
So that's the next level on ESPN Cleveland up there. Comes on in the afternoon, 1 to 3. I believe that's the time slot. And that was Gerard Cherry that was speaking, the brown-skinned brother, and Emmett Golden, the light-skinned brother. He said he would be shocked if the Cleveland Browns took Ty Simpson, especially if they did it in the first round, because anybody you draft in the first round, they expect them to be a starter. And Emmett Golden said he would be shocked if they did that. I would be shocked too. But then there goes that saying, the Browns are going to be the Browns. But I'm speaking life and I'm speaking positivity strictly in this particular video. Because what we also seen is that the local media has been trying to spit out one narrative, but the Cleveland Browns PR team has been uplifting Shedeur Sanders. But let me let you listen. This is where I do gotta show one little clip here. And this is Jason Lloyd, Other Athletics. He decided to be on the wrong side of the fence. and he has no idea who he's dealing with. None. But every piece of negativity that came out of his mouth, he's going to hear ESPN Cleveland Brown Daily, push back against all the negative lies that comes out of his mouth. Are y'all listening? Are you tapped in? And tell me what you feel about it.
He still doesn't know what he's looking at.
And so Shedeur Sanders is going to read. He's going to look back at that safety, try to hold that safety back foot, and boom. And look at where he throws it there, right down the middle of the field.
He still doesn't flip protections. He doesn't know when he's hot.
Shedeur knows he's hot. All right. He trusts just enough 39 to get that block. He moves a little bit, sets up, sees it, throws a strike. Okay, down low, away, so you don't kill your receiver.
This isn't me saying this. I'm not an NFL. I've never claimed to be an NFL coach. This is people in that building will tell me he still doesn't know how to flip protections. He doesn't know when he's hot. He doesn't know what he's looking at. He can only throw to wide open receivers. He doesn't make tight window throws. He doesn't throw guys open.
Does it look like there's anyone open right here? Just look. I'll pause again. There's no one open, but he's able to fit this ball in between these two defenders. Really nice throw, meaning he doesn't even have to do anything. He just puts his hands out there and Santa's just giving presents out. 1, 2, 3, no hitch, ball. That's a perfect throw between these three. Awesome job.
This is not the answer. These last 2 weeks were the opportunity coming off the Titans game to show that he can be the guy against playoff contenders, and he has not lived up to it.
But this little movement right there, that's sweet, man. Not even looking at the pressure. You just move, eyes still downfield, right? QB vision cone. Eyes are still downfield. Try to find this guy. Makes 50 miss. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Grown man. Easy throw. Easy catch. Nice start. Give him some confidence.
The one that was speaking all negativity, that was Jason Lloyd at Athletics. He shows up there in Cleveland on 92.3 The Fan on YouTube. Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show up there on YouTube. But Garrett Bush, he definitely stands 10 toes down. And I say his ultimate warrior for Shedeur. He don't let his counterparts up there get away with saying negative things about Shedeur Sanders. And I love watching Garrett Bush, G. Bush, the barbershop from afar. I love listening to Life in Football, Colin Moore. I love listening to Big Snacks down in Cleveland. I love listening to Money Man, You Already Know, here in Atlanta. I love listening to Bernard Watts, B. Watts, here in Atlanta. They're my mentors from afar. I just want to give a special shout out to them. FB Tings is also here in Atlanta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, all I can do is tell you thank you. Oh, Off the Record with D. I didn't forget you down in North Carolina. Especially Off the Record with D. Big time Cleveland Browns fan. Awesome content. I learned so many things watching and listening, y'all. So I just wanted to give y'all a special shout out. So there's been a sighting of Shedeur Sanders up in Colorado. Shedeur is up in Colorado. You can see that right there. It says the University of Colorado. He's up there working out. Brock Cage, Lavidan, the wide receiver there with him. He's checking out the newly revamped team of the Colorado Buffaloes, I will be 10 toes down with them also. Because, like I said, I'm not only my Shedeur Sanders supporter, I'm an entire Sanders family supporter. So, Shedeur and Cage, they posted this real short clip, but it showed Shedeur Sanders and Cage Laverdale working out. That's one of the things the general manager told Shedeur was that he needed to be working out and getting his body stronger. He's hyped up and he's liking it. I really like that. I told you, Shedeur, he's chosen for the lane.
Paved the way, the road ain't straight, through the chaos, faith create, Shedeur in the pocket, destiny sling, dog pound howling, crowns they bring, Cleveland nights, sky bruised and black, hope in the huddle, no looking back, chosen on the field, chosen in the plan, those spirals like sermons.
No, I just came here because I knew you had clothes, so why would I pack a bag? Why would I take a bag and go put it down? Besides the shoe size, you know them.
I love it. Great. Father and son bond. A beautiful thing.
Shaking chains, defense crumble, arm like a hammer, opposition stammer, dreams in the glamour, crossroads met, his steps ordained, Cleveland's crown, the throne reclaimed, rid in the dirt, glory in the sky, chosen walks where eagles fly, the land ain't lost, it's found in the fight, through the dark, he brings the light, he was chosen, born to lead, dog pound rising, hearts they feed, promised land in sight, we pray.
It's gonna get dangerous, y'all.
She would die. Hey. Hey. No.
And Shedeur, I think he deserves every chance to be the guy, and it's just a matter of how he performs.
What is the scenario where he doesn't play 12 games? Like,
Well, Watson takes the job and runs with it.
What?
Like, I wouldn't be shocked if we go to OTAs and Dylan Gabriel's the backup to Shedeur Sanders. I wouldn't be shocked by that. And Watson would be third on that list, would you?
Not in April, I wouldn't.
Right.
But not in July.
Would you be shocked? Would you be shocked if Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback? Well, we don't know their opening in week
Start the season?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked, but I agree with Riz that it's more logical to start with Shedeur, with Watson.
What an indictment that would be on Shedeur if Watson is your
Well,
pick.
hey, listen, if he doesn't beat him out, that's what you're looking at.
I'm here to tell y'all. Don't count Deshaun Watson out. This man was one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL before he got injured. He was a bad man when he was in Clemson. He was a bad man when he played for the Houston Texans, but he had those 2 Achilles injuries and then a fractured shoulder. I'm looking forward to 2026. Yeah, I'm 10 toes down with the entire Sanders family, and especially with Shedeur Sanders. Well, we have 2 young, strong, blessed African-American men. Deshaun Watson turned his life around. Rededicated his life to the Most High, God Almighty. Got married, changed his ways, took care of all his legal cases. It's a win-win situation for Cleveland. If both of these young men can be successful. Don't speak life against them. I mean, don't speak negativity against them. Speak life. Don't tear them down. Lift them up. It'll be contagious. Shedeur brought a new generation, brought hope, brought inspiration just by being himself. Not being fake, giving to the community. Nobody asked him to. Pouring love into those who don't feel love. And giving his time. If they succeed, Cleveland, everyone succeeds. Speak life. And you will be uplifted. I truly believe the Dog Pound's going to be doing something special this year. And I'm still a fan. All my life and always will be. But I will, if I root for Shedeur Sanders, I'll have to root for the Dog Pound whenever they're not playing against my Steelers. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. I hope you enjoyed this live feed. He was chosen for the land. Now, he has to do the work to rise above and fulfill his purpose. Again, thank you for supporting the channel, Premier Sports Talk. What do y'all think? Shedeur rise above and be QB1 for the week 1 in the NFL? Let me know what you think. What do you think Cleveland Browns record's gonna be? Hey, do y'all want Shedeur Sanders to go back to number 2? I call it the rebirth. To take back what was taken from him. Y'all hear that song? Chosen Dogs. I created that song. Double P host of Premier Sports Talk. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for watching. And hope you receive blessings back double fold. See you when I see you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Atlanta. Go, man, go. All right. Feeling good. Thank you all.